here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane. We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting, and everything is going to be all right. We talking about recovery from injury tonight. What y'all know? What do y'all know about recovering from an injury? What do you know about injury, rehabilitation, and recovery? How long does it take for you to recover from an injury? When was the last time you've been seriously hurt? Have you ever been seriously hurt? Like to the point where you were down for a while? Have you ever broken a bone? Have you ever had some kind of rupturing or something going on internally? Have you ever had to have surgery? Have you ever lost your ability to walk or your ability to be able to raise your hands or something like that? When we talk about how long it takes to recover from an injury, we can be talking about a plethora of circumstances and scenarios and examples, and we're gonna go through them tonight because when it really comes to being injured, some people are able to live with the pain of injury, the immobil, immobility, immobility. Am I saying that right? When you're immobility, okay, and some people are able to hide it really well. Like, I don't know about you, but I've known people who were seriously ill or seriously injured, and they really tried to play it off. Sometimes professional athletes try to do that. They'll try to keep their injury hidden or whatever because there may be contractual obligations that they're trying to fulfill because it directly affects their bottom line. But one thing about injury, whether you are a professional athlete or whether you are just somebody who needs to be able to get up and go every morning, it can really stop you from being able to do the things that you want to do in your life. And it can get on your nerves. It can make you frustrated, and you might be a little bit pissed. What's going on, y'all? It's good to see y'all coming in real quick. Normally I'm here by myself for a little while. Just a couple of people like Care Bear and Stacy White, but y'all came in quick. I'm like, what's going on? Y'all almost scared me. How you feeling? My man Sebastian, thanks for coming on through, man. Appreciate it. And JMK, thanks for coming on through. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button when y'all come in here though. Make sure y'all hit the like button and share the show. Share the stream. It's a good look. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show, and we are talking about how long does it take for you to recover from an injury? How long does it take you to recover from an injury? Oh, yeah, we have some examples, and we're going to talk about them tonight. So, 1 o'clock in the morning, I promised y'all last night that I would be here 1 o'clock in the morning tomorrow night, and tonight is tomorrow night. We will definitely be here tomorrow night and tomorrow night and tomorrow night. That's how we do up until the weekend. So, Charlie, thanks for coming through, Charlie, and hello to you too, and the Daily Yap. Hey, what's going on, y'all? And Clones are us says, hello, funny son. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, so let's get into this thing. How long does it take for you to recover from an injury? Now, here's a couple of twists and turns with this whole topic, because when you were younger, it probably took you a lot shorter time to recover from an injury. Maybe it depends on the severity of the injury and the area in which you were injured. And but a lot of people who are middle aged like me, I don't know, I might be above middle age now. I'm 53, so I might be farther along than what middle age is. Maybe in my mind, I'm like, yeah, well, I'll live to be 106. But nonetheless, When people start to get older, some people complain about not being able to recover as well when they were in when they got in their 30s. But definitely people in their 40s start talking about how things just don't start fixing themselves as well. But we need to talk about, at some point, we need to talk about nutrition and how that can play a role in speeding up or slowing down our recovery. Substance abuse, alcohol, a lot of things that we take into our bodies can have a really, really profound or sometimes adverse effect on our recovery time. So let me see. Let me see. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Y'all claiming your age here. The Daily App says, oh, wait. Care Bear says, I was in a car accident, had to have back surgery. It took me most of the year to be able to walk. Wow. Wow. That is super serious. I mean, when you think about losing your ability to walk, is there anything more scarier than that? Like when I think about not being, there's certain senses that you would never want to leave. I mean, lose your sight. Some people suffer injuries where they lose their sight and the ability to walk. If you lose your ability to walk, you lose your ability to be able to get around, drive, ride a bike, transport yourself. It's scary, and it's something that we take for granted, just being able to walk, until you can't take it for granted anymore. But there are other serious injuries besides those that can really, really have an effect on your health and your mental and emotional well-being. And we need to talk about some mental and emotional injuries too. Not yet though. Not yet though. No crying yet. No crying. I don't know. No. Not yet. We ain't gonna start talking about heartbreak and divorces and people passing away. We ain't gonna do that yet. We ain't gonna do that yet. What we gonna talk about right now is we're gonna talk about the physical injuries. We're gonna talk about the times where you hurt yourself. The first time you fell down and bust your knees wide open, or burned yourself really, really bad, or if you're me, fell down and cracked your skull damn near open. Shit happens. I've suffered a lot of head trauma over the years. It kind of concerns me, actually. I ain't trying to be like Muhammad Ali out here. And your mental and emotional health is something that you can often take for granted if you have had that stabilized for most of your life. So let's get into it. All right. So the Daily Yap. Okay, the Daily App says, took me 3 weeks. I injured my knee and the arch of my foot. Wow. I couldn't show anything on an x-ray, but my knee was all filled with liquid and the top of my foot swelled up big time, and I was hot and was hot. Wow, man. How long ago did that happen? That's woo. Well, that sounds like just looking at it would make you just feel some kind of way. Well, I'm glad you got past that. I'm glad you. How long did it take for you to recover from something like that? I had a foot injury in 2022. It took months. It took months for me to recover from that. I was hobbling around, hurt, and soon as I thought it was getting better, it didn't really start getting better until I stopped thinking about it and just realized, like, oh, hey, I'm okay. But as long as I kept my eye on it, as long as I kept my mind on it, that thing was hurting. JMK says, he says, I'm 70 years old. I said how old I was. Okay, Daily App says, had to keep ice packs on and couldn't walk for 3 weeks. Wow. Okay, for 3 weeks. That's not that bad. Considering, not diminishing your pain or your injury. But I say it's not that bad considering that when you break a bone, they say that it takes 6 to 8 weeks for a bone to heal. What they don't tell you is that you will not be fully functional with that bone in 6 to 8 weeks. You may not be able to do the things that you were able to do with that bone in 6 to 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, 16 weeks. It may take months, months and months for you to finally get back to your original form or restore it to pre-existing condition. Some people never get it back right. This pinky, you see how this pinky is straight? And this pinky will not straighten anymore. It will not straighten anymore. Playing basketball, I jammed this pinky. And that thing ain't thinking. Fully functional, but I can't straighten it anymore. It doesn't even, I can't even force it to be straight anymore. I don't even know if it healed right, to be honest with you. I don't know. It's good enough. And Daily Yap is 30. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate it. Really do. Care Bear says. Clone Jar says Care Bear would have healed faster with the clone in the goose? In the gouse? Let me find out. Hold on. Queen Monica, what's good? She says not only the physical but also the mentally recovering is something to think about too. But we're gonna push that back to the end of the program. Where because once we get stuck, once we start talking about the emotional hurt and how long it takes versus how long it takes for the individual versus somebody else, we'll never be able to get out of here. We'll never get out of here. We'll never go. So I want to talk about the physical pain first. The physical, that time you fell off your bike or got hit by a car or had a really bad skateboard injury or tore your ACL or had hip surgery or or was in that or was in a bad car accident, gave you PTSD for the rest of your life. I'm in a car. I got you, Daily Yap. I read it. Migo says I can hear it. I can hear it in your voice. Hear what? I don't know. Infinite, what's going on, Ma? She says 2 to 3 weeks back when I was pregnant a few years ago, and pancreatitis. Wow, pancreatitis. Wow. Damn, Daily App says I dropped a 250-pound rock on my leg. What the hell? What is a 250-pound rock? What is that? You played on an episode of the Flintstones and was in the quarry with Mr. Slate and Fred? Stacy White, she says, I'm still healing from that freak accident when I fell. I fractured my arms. I'm feeling real good. Well, that's good. That's good. Okay. Oh, okay. Clones. Okay, Clones is trolling. Okay, that's cool. All right, welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. We welcome Clones here. Daily F says it was purple for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Shit. Now, when it turns purple, that's just dead blood, basically. Okay. All right. My peoples from Russia or Uzbekistan or Kazakhstan, thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. Okay. Infinite Deserving asks, can you pinky swear? Yeah, it's still, like I have full range of motion. It does everything. Yeah, I don't know. What do we do with pinkies anyway besides swear? So I can still pinky swear. And you know what I noticed though? For real, infinite discernment. Like, I noticed that people don't be wanting the pinky swear no more. They don't be wanting to make pinky bets no more. You know what I mean? People be bitching. And that lets me know that pinky swearing and pinky betting is more serious. It might be more serious than a handshake. Because they're like, all right, bet me. Bet me. Because you ain't getting out of that. Has the pinky swear become more solidified than the handshake? Like, yo, I don't get that contract out of my face. This is how we gonna do this. You know what I mean? You won't touch my skin. I'm not fucking with you. Pinky, pinky swear. You telling the truth? No, I don't want to. No, I'm not asking your mom. Now I want to hear from your mom. Pinky swear. Put it on. No, don't put it on your kids. Put it on your pinky. 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 Even if you're stinky, went down in your pants and didn't wash your shit. You nasty ass, no good bit. Yo, something is wrong if you had your hand in your slong and didn't wash it all day long. What are you trying to do? Are you like the young boys got that little odor on your hands when you put it down your girl's pants? Yo, run it back, rewind it. Yo, do something different. You got to wash your hands every day. I ain't kidding. You people still getting real sick out here. I work in a hospital. I see that shit every day. And it appears that a lot of people out here don't practice good hygiene. And that's the easy way to get hurt. And the things I've seen is things that are horrifying, not pretty. I'm going to say a little something about my city. There's a lot of violence. No, not a lot of silence. People are real loud. People really stand proud of things that they probably should be a little ashamed. I'm not going to name no names. But I tell you the truth, I got proof that a lot of people out here are missing a tooth. Toothache hurt. Yo, you ever have tooth pain? That shit be hurting like a motherfucker. Let me explain. You ain't been to the dentist in like 20 years and you've been drinking, smoking like 20 beers. Things get a little. Okay, let's stop. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me see. Antonio Azate, he says, you might lose your pinky. Genetic YouTuber. What's going on? What's going on? And Infinite Discernment says, really though, standing on business. Standing on business. You know I'm standing on business. Queen Monica says, whenever I have had physical injuries, I tend to push my recovery to the max to a fault. Yeah. See, people try to circumvent the process. Let me put it in layman's terms. I'm not using no big words no matter what. People try to speed up the process of recovery many times because they want to get back out there on the dance floor. They want to get back out there on the gridiron. They want to get back out there on the ball court. They want to get back to work. They want to be able to make money. They want to be able to be normal, to restore themselves to pre-existing condition. But your body heals at the time that it takes to heal. And your body will let you know that you can try to rush it as much as you want. It's not going to heal until it's ready. It's just not. So like I said, in the case of breaking a bone, you might try to you might try to you might drink a couple of gallons of milk and they say that ibuprofen is good for not really bones but like tendons and ligaments. If you've torn muscle damage, basically tissue damage, so you might be taking a bunch of those, and you don't want to be taking too much of that because it mess up your stomach and all that kind of stuff. But your body won't heal until it's ready to heal, and it'll take all the time that it needs. So one thing we have to understand about pain is the body's way of telling you that something is wrong. So whenever you ignore pain, you are ignoring the emergency signal that you need to do something about what's going on. Like, what more of an alarm or what more signal do you need than, yo, that fucking hurts? Like, ow. How about this? Ow. Ow. It makes you say ow. And I don't mean, like in Cameo back in the day, ow. Or Flavor Flav, 911 is a joke. Ow. Ow. No. It's your body's way of telling you that something is wrong. You need to go get something checked out. It's not always something serious. But you know when it's something serious because you know when you've hurt yourself. you know? Like you might have suffered some blunt force trauma and really hurt yourself bad. And you figure, like, look, I can walk, I can move all my limbs, I'm good. Next thing you know, you start turning blue. You start turning blue and you mad lethargic and shit. Yeah. That's probably some internal injuries, and you probably need to seek medical attention with the quickness. Yeah. Now, if you think that injuries to your external take a while, on the inside, you really don't have any control over how long it will take. It will take as long as it can take, but you want to make sure that you get those kind of things taken care of because they can have an adverse effect on your ability to be here on this earth. There might be a lot of slow singing, the flower bringing, the burger slow starts ringing, because, you talk about suffering an injury. On March 9th, unfortunately, Biggie took some shots. That was more injurious than he could endure. Same thing that happened to Pac a few months before. But anyway, all right. JMK. Oh, you want me to read your comments? Oh, JMK. Tell you what, I'll read your comments if you stop talking dumb. I read everybody's comments, but I'll read your comments at first, but see, once I see that you just really commenting, then I stop reading them. You must have saw the show last night. You said, wait a minute. You made a whole song about the guy last night. Where's my song? Where's my song? Where's my song? You ain't getting one tonight. You gotta do the things and act right. I make a song about anybody else, but not you tonight. No, going for some. Okay, Showtime. What's going on? What's going on, Showtime? We talking about how long does it take you to recover from an injury? No. Has anybody here had to go to rehab? Have you ever had to go to rehabilitation to help you get on the road to recovery? No. Joseph Fisher, he says, best rapper, make a tape. We're working on it. We're working on it, son. We're working on it. And thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. Luis Enrique Vasquez says, Ice Cube. Luis Enrique Vasquez. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Ice Cube, Ice T. Luis says, Cartel de Cristo. Oh, yeah? All right. Stacy White says, our pinkies, wait a minute. Our pinky swear that you would try to be here every night. I will pinky swear that I will be here every night. We gonna do it. There's no reason I can't do this. There's no reason. Buckshot. He says, hey, I was going to ask you something. You can ask me anything you want. Let's go. Joseph Fisher said, I hate that injury. And my man, waste time like water. He says, I had chest pains. Whoa. Okay. I had chest pains, tightness. Why I quit. That's why you quit vaping. 10th day and my chest started feeling, wow, man. Yo, let's hear it for stop vaping. Let's hear it for stop smoking. Yo. Cowbell. Cowbell for cowbell for leaving alone the smoke, especially when there are chest pains and tightness. There ain't nothing good about that. Yeah, nothing good can come out of that. I don't even know how to make light of that. You know what I mean? I'm laughing and shit, but I'm not laughing at you. You know what I mean? Not at all. Stacey White says, I need to be healed when it comes to elevators and escalators mentally. Okay. Oh, you have a fear of, but that's not an injury. So we ain't going there. Nope. That's just a little phobia. It's just a little phobia. You know, escalators. Well, how you get to the second floor? How you get to the third? How you get to the fourth? If you go to like a big department store, you know. Yeah. How do you do it? How do you do it? Buckshot says 3 or 4 people have promoted me to mod in the past 24 hours. Will you be number 5? Well, what would you do to become a mod? Like, you know, what moderator duties have you performed for those other places? And how would you bring those skills, abilities, and attributes here? Let me know. Joseph Fisher says, can I be a mod? Listen, man, I have to get familiar with y'all. You know, the people that I have on here that are mods, like I know them. You know, some of them I just know from, you know, following the show, following the movement for a while, and some of them I know. So, you know, I'm not stingy with the moderation, but just let me know. Let me know. You know, with because I've seen moderators on other channels, like they share the show, they make sure that they bring traffic to the show, they make sure that trolls, you know, get on up out of here. See, here we don't really get rid of the trolls. You know, y'all can come and hang out. You know, everybody needs a little love sometimes. Little love. Buckshot says, I've been watching you for a while on live, and I watch and comment on your shorts. Also, I share your links. Okay, tell you what, let's do this. Send me an email. My email address is sun752@aol.com. sun752@aol.com. We can talk about it. We can seriously talk about it. Because if you've been doing that, you know, let's take it a little farther. All right. sun752@aol.com. Email me. Let's get into this thing. Joseph Fisher says, I like your raps. I appreciate that. Some people hate it. Real shit. Some people hate it. I ain't, I'm gonna do it anyway. I like to have fun. My outlook on life is you don't always have to do something really well in order to do it, or in order to have fun and enjoy yourself doing it. Not everybody who sings well, but you should do it anyway. What the fuck? Nobody said that you had to try to, sell millions of records. But shit, you got a song in your heart, or there's a song that you like to sing that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Don't let people stop you from enjoying your life and having good quality of life. Why? So I'm not the best rapper, but I rap because I like to rhyme. I've always liked it. I've always liked rapping and all that. I like to sing, so I sing. I like to play instruments. I'm not good or great at any instrument. I don't give a fuck. Man, my finger piano. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Damn. Wait a minute. Like, you don't have to be great at it. This is a good stress reliever. You know, get yourself a finger piano. A little finger piano. It's pretty cool. Okay. All right, let's go. Okay, Buckshot says, I'm the one with the funny names like Hey Would You. Oh, shit. Okay. You do comment, because I was thinking, like, wait a minute, I don't remember seeing any comments by Buckshot. Okay. Email me. Email me. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you're the one with the Hey Would You. Okay, that's cool. You have definitely been following. I appreciate it too. But definitely email me. Then we can talk turkey. Yep, you are the one that always says, do a table slap rap. Yep, that's you. Shirley Show, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Show, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Thanks for coming on through, Ma. Infinite Discernment says, what do you do at the hospital? I kind of can't tell you. It's not that serious, but here's the thing. Some people who I work with, see, I don't invite people that I work with into my world. They do not know I do this shit. And that kind of lets you know I haven't blown up. Well, I think y'all knew that anyway. But like they have no idea that I do this shit. No idea. They don't know. So I don't invite them into that. I've had some issues with certain people before. They tried to use it against me, but I follow policy. So that's the only reason I won't tell you what I do at the hospital. But I do work at a hospital, so I see a whole lot of crazy stuff. But I can assure you, I'm not a doctor or a nurse. I can assure you that. I can assure you that. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. Yes, but I work in a hospital. You can email me too, and I'll tell you what I do. You be like, that ain't no big deal. I know, but haters make things a big deal. They do. They make it a big deal. I wish I could be like, well, yeah, I'm the hospital administrator. You know what I'm saying? Making like 200,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? That's no big deal. VP of operations, you know. Stacey White says, when I was a baby, my foot got stuck in the downtown Hudson's escalator, and I have a fear of escalator. Okay. Yeah, you got a little PTSD going on there. And she also says, okay. Somehow you wrote that twice. KK, thanks for coming on through. I appreciate you. And Stacy says, I have to deal with the elevator because there are things that I have to use. These are things that I have to use. Okay, cool. Care Bear says, I can't stand your raps. He said they make me dance. But I said that's a really, but that's a really cool instrument. That's super cool. I'm telling you, man, get yourself a finger. See, I didn't really know how to play this shit. I came up with a couple of tunes. Yeah, it's a good stress reliever. Just, you can become Stevie Wonder, Prince or somebody. Just pick up the instrument, start playing that shit. Yeah, they got like an instruction book that comes with it. I'm not trying to fuck all that. Shirley Show says, I need to get one of those pianos. I'm trying to tell you, man. Get yourself some instruments. That's why I would not rest until I got my triangle. 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 My triangle saves me from injury every day. My triangle keeps my mind at bay. My triangle. Yes. My triangle. My triangle. My triangle. Try. Get yourself some small instruments. You know what I mean? Take that bullshit off your brain. People piss you off at work. Triangle them the fuck out. I rebuke you in the name of my triangle. Name of my triangle. You know what? You know what that's making me think? This is what I need to get. You know what I need? One of those big gong cymbals. Yeah. That's what I need. I need to look into that now. A big gong cymbal. Boom. 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 I'm going to look into that. Look, I said, that's cool. It reminds me of Animal Crossing. That's what's up. Kevin says, clone, no. I know. Okay, hold on. JC, thanks for coming through. All right. Okay, I'm nosy. It's cool. Like I said, I don't even like to keep secrets. But I don't like dealing with dickheads. Especially, see, somebody that comes to the show and the trolls, I can deal with that. I can deal with that kind of dickhead because I can log off. But somebody I got to see face to face trying to make trouble. Listen, man, I go to work to get a check. I don't need nobody getting in the way of that shit. I do my job well. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get that bag and get the fuck on up out of here. I'd rather do this for a living all day, every day, but I can't because it's not paying enough. I like to get paid. JC says he's the janitor. Close. Emmons Toast says, you're a security officer. No, not at all. Honestly, I would never do security. I would never do anything in law enforcement. And you know what's odd about that? My degree was in administration of justice. No, not criminal justice, because that's not what it was. It was administration of justice. But I knew then, I'm like, I'm not doing that. I would never do anything that a cop would do. I don't want to have anything to do with law enforcement. And I mean nothing. Nothing. I don't like cops. Really, I never have. So no, even a security officer like, nope, ain't doing it. Shoot. At least I have to show a cop respect. A security officer, I'm like, come on, man. Look, look, look. I mean, anyway, these injuries. How long does it take you to recover from an injury? Stacey White said, can you do your interpretation of The Godfather tonight like the way you talking? Was it The Godfather that I did? Because I don't know how to do that. You know, I've never really seen The Godfather. I mean, I've seen it, but I ain't really seen it. Like The Matrix. I've seen it several times, but I haven't really seen it. Like all the shit that people be talking about with The Matrix and The Godfather, I just didn't see what everybody else saw in those movies. Classic movies, great movies, but not to me. To me, they ain't hold my attention like that. I'd rather see like Boys in the Hood or Juice. Okay. It says that sun is dope behind you. Another new background. Yeah. Thank you. I've been thinking about some things, rearranging some things. Like I'm not really done. Oh shit. JC is bugging. Okay, I get it. Okay. It says this. Okay, wait. It says love the frequency of stimulation. That's what's up. Clone Jar says this a grown ass man. Okay. Or singing bowl. What's a singing bowl? Magnolia, what's going on? He says that pink shirt is gas, man. Does that mean good? Bali Music King says, are you real or AI? Let's figure it out as we go along. Fuck it. And Vikram Verma says, have you visited India? No, but I'd like to. I'd love to go to India one day. Bangkok. Magnolia says, I'm thinking of doing security work, but I also applied for my selective service number. So I know by the time I can become a security guard I'll probably get my ass drafted. Man, they ain't drafted nobody, and don't worry about getting drafted. When I was 18, I thought I was going to get drafted too, just because they only make you fill that thing out when you want to get student loans. You can't get student aid without registering for selective service. If you don't want to go to college or anything like that, or you can pay for your tuition outright, you don't have to register for selective service. We had to do it because we had to get loans and grants and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so unless they've changed those rules, you can get around it. Thanks, Infinite Discernment. I appreciate you. I really do. JC says, are you God? I don't know. They said God is a man. I know I'm not God in the flesh. Like I can't walk on water and turn water into wine. Speaking of turning water into wine, like, aren't there people who can turn water into wine? Like with the grapes and all that kind of stuff? Like, was that a big deal? I'm like, yo, back in the day, they like in the Bible days, they actually needed to get drunk. Like, so let me get this straight. There was no time in history where motherfuckers didn't get high. That's what you telling me? Even in the Bible days, when there wasn't nobody but God and you had to take a drink? Nobody thinks that's a little weird? Just me? You know, I mean, in the Bible days, that's when all of the saints and all of the disciples and all of the prophets and all, you still needed to get drunk. Like, it's just me. I don't know, man. I don't know. Magnolia says, also, I'm white. So if I become a security guard, you better watch out, boy. Listen, if you're white, you know you fuck being a security guard. Be a bouncer. White bouncers are great. They really take their job seriously. White bouncers be on some bullshit. They come dressed for the job. They just waiting for somebody to pop off so they can throw them out of the club, go upside their head, break their nose. Like, I don't know. White security guards, you could be a mall cop, but a white bouncer. Now, bouncing is a job for a white man. That is a good white occupation, if I may say so myself. Infinite says, tool music, frequency, calming, and stimulation. A crystal usually, definitely. Magnolia says, they've said that they're doing drafts if we go to war. Go to war with who? Shit, we always at war. We always fighting somebody. You know what I mean? All right. Bali Music King says, without drunk, no one is a believer. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. To me, it just tells you, it just gives you a clue into who really wrote the Bible. They say God wrote the Bible, but I'm like, come on, man. Come on. Anyway, listen. Before we get out of here, and we got a little bit of time left, we haven't really broken all of this stuff down about how long it takes you to recover from injury. Because the thing is, when you injure yourself and you're unable to recover for a while, like maybe your recovery journey is taking longer than you really have the patience for, or longer than you thought it would, or longer than they said that it would. All the experts thought that you would be healed by this time, or when you suffer an injury and then you re-injure whatever injury that you suffered in the first place, maybe you re-injured it. Who here within the sound of my voice have ever torn or messed up your rotator cuff? Now, some people mess up their rotator cuff and they still have their range of motion. And some people mess up their rotator cuff and it really, really stops them from using their arms. Your rotator cuff, like I've messed up my rotator cuff on both sides before. It'll stop you from being able to lift weights. It'll stop you from being able to do push-ups. Anything where you need to have force where you're pushing off, it'll stop it. Okay. Care Bear says, me in 2021. Man, it's a pain in the ass. Because if you really tear it bad, you may have to get surgery. Because some people injure it to the point where it won't heal itself back. I fucked it up doing pull-ups. I fucked it up doing push-ups. I fucked it up doing, lifting weights, pumping iron. And to the point where I didn't want to stop my working out because it was really going good. So, I was starting to see the results of it. So I didn't want to stop. So here I am with the bar fully functional on this side and this side I can't get. So I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna just really build up my left side. Meanwhile, my right side, like, you ain't doing shit over here. Okay. Uh, 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 it's awkward as hell. But those are one of those injuries that can take way longer, and you might fuck around and re-injure it. And now it should kick in that, okay, I can't heal faster than I'm supposed to heal. But no, that's probably not what's going to kick in for you. You're going to start thinking like, okay, I just need to do something different in order to start this thing to heal. And sometimes, I hate to say this, but sometimes not healing from an injury can lead to depression, stress, depression. You know, it can make you sad. Nobody likes to be sick. And when you're sick for too long, and you know, most people don't look at being injured as being sick, but you sure ain't well when you watch sports, when one of your players, one of your favorite players is injured, what do they say? He's not healthy. He's not healthy enough to play. And guess what? The doctors are the ones who determine whether he or she is in good enough shape to be able to play. You're not healthy. You are sick. We look at sick as, you know, having a cold, flu, or some kind of disease, cancer or some shit like that. No. You sick if your body ain't working, you sick. You're not healthy, kid. You're hurt. Shirley says, it hurt. I heard it running ball. It took 4 to 5 long weeks to heal. And you know how it is when you injure something, you keep watching it. And I think that really takes it longer to heal because you keep testing it. Well, let me see if it's getting any better today. No, it's not. Because you keep moving. They said to stabilize it. Like when your arm is in a sling or your leg or your arm is in a cast. The reason why they put it in a cast is because if they didn't, you would be trying to move it. And it would take forever to heal. And it might not even heal the right way. Have you ever not got an injury treated properly and it didn't heal the right way? Like my pinky. It didn't heal the right way because I didn't get it fixed the way I needed to get it fixed. Messed up my left wrist. It's never been the same. It has never been the same. I think I broke the wrist, honestly. And it took a whole year for that thing to get back to what it was before I messed it up. You know, Cheryl says, I kept trying to make it heal faster. Yeah. Lobster says, how long did it take for you to... I don't know what Lobster is talking about. Oh, okay. I get. Okay. He's trolling. Okay, cool. Go ahead. Troll away. Troll away. I'm not going to read your shit, but troll away. You know what I mean? Club filters. Wait, is that fillers? Oh, club filers. Pink knickers. You look like a cartoon character. Oh yeah, which one? Which cartoon character? Stacey White says, I am sick. I'm not healthy. Yeah. Even though Clones is talking about people getting their black back blown out, Anybody who has ever suffered a back injury knows that that shit takes forever. It takes forever to heal, and you ain't doing shit when your back is messed up. Nothing. Nothing. You ain't doing nothing but hurting. Bad. when you your back is something that you really take for granted until you fuck that thing up. Cause you ain't moving nowhere fast. You can't run, walk, lay down, sit down, relax. Nothing. When you suffer a back injury, man, you be hurt. Magnolia says, I hit my dumbass in the head with a rope dart, and that hurt for like 2 minutes, and that's probably the worst injury I've ever gotten. Wow. Only 2 minutes? Not bad. Not bad. But you're still young, very young. Yeah. There may be, hopefully not, but there could be a lot more injuries to come. Hurt, pain, and injury is like a rite of passage. It's something that none of us really go through life without happening. He said, yeah, in 4 years, I'm going to be cooked. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll see. You might get lucky. You might get lucky. I know people who never broke a bone, never really been hurt. How about a concussion? Has anybody here ever had a concussion? A concussion is serious shit. Stacey White says, I make sickness look good. Good for you. Concussions ain't no joke, man. Concussions ain't no joke. This is one of the reasons why they're trying to change the rules in the NFL to limit people getting concussions, because later on in life, that shit could really, really fuck you up. But in the interim, when you suffer a concussion, and you get a concussion from a head injury, some people get a concussion and never know it. I got a concussion and didn't know it. The year was 1990, and we went ice skating. We went up to Penn State, because that's where I went. We went up to the main campus for homecoming weekend, and we went ice skating. There was a party at the ice skating rink. We went ice skating, and a girl that I knew didn't know how to ice skate, and I did, and so she held on to the back of me, ice skating, and she fell and pulled me back, and I hit my head on the ice. Boom! Instantly sick. It fucked up my whole weekend. When I say I was down, I was down. Throwing up. Felt like I had flu symptoms came instantly. I was like, what the hell happened? I didn't know. And nobody seemed to know, like, you got a concussion. Your shit fucked up. You got your bell rung bad. And I did. It was a bad bell ringing. Before we get out of here, we have to talk a little about recovering from an emotional injury, a broken heart, a loss of a loved one, missing someone, being teased or hurt or humiliated, getting your feelings hurt. This is something that everybody goes through. Nobody seems to make it out of life or make it through life without suffering an emotional injury. Some people handle emotional injuries pretty lightly. Some people handle emotional injuries stoically. And some people handle emotional injuries very emotionally. And unlike a muscle or a bone, Emotional injuries don't always heal on their own. They don't all. There's definitely no recovery period. Like I said earlier in the program, if you break a bone, they say it takes 6 to 8 weeks for it to heal. Well, how many weeks does it take for you to heal from a bad breakup, or from abuse, or from lack of love, or loss of love? How long does it take to recover from a divorce? How long does it take to recover from knowing that you've been cheated on, or lied to, or tricked, or conned? How long does it take? It can take some people years. It could take some people obviously a lifetime. However long that life may be. Vikram says, "Are you an engineer?" No, not at all. Not at all. Magnolia says, "You sound like you need a hug or something." Listen, man. Magnolia says, "Feelings are for weak. Suppress them biddies." Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Her name was Anita something. Infinite Discernment. That song. You can ring my bell, ding dong ding. That is the song you're talking about, right? It might not be. Her name was Anita something. Okay. Um, we can find that out quick. Who sang the song "You Can Ring My Bell" in the 70s?
According to Quora, Anita Ward is best recognized for
Anita
the hit
Ward.
song Ring My Bell.
Anita Ward. That was her name. You can ring my if that's the song you're talking about. If that's the song. Yeah, that's the song. Yeah. Anita Ward. Anita Ward. Ward. I don't think she had another song. But that year, I remember that year, that song was on fire that whole summer. It was burning up the charts. It was like number one for a good minute. That's all you heard on the radio back then. Uh, Magnolia, who are you talking to? Okay, are you talking to? Oh, you must be talking to clones. Uh, yeah. But yeah, um, yeah. You'd be hard pressed to make it through life without suffering some type of emotional injury, and people handle it differently. You know, I mean, and yeah, you can suppress your feelings, but suppressing them doesn't make them go away. And believe me, they'll make their way out at some point. You can smile in front of the world and cry while you all by yourself. Not too many people are embarrassed to cry in front of themselves. Some people do it a long time. Hopefully, you have a way, an outlet, or something to be able to help yourself get over any emotional injuries that you may suffer, because it doesn't end well for people who don't get over their emotional injuries, or people who don't heal from their emotional injuries. The thing about emotional injuries are that you never really know if you have fully healed. You can feel like you fully healed, but how can you really know? Because there can be certain triggers. You know, things can creep up that you haven't thought about in a while, or haven't had to deal with in a while. So yeah, there's no set time to recover from an emotional injury. Yeah. So, so, uh, uh, uh. So, recovering from when you got hurt. Yeah. Recover from when you got hurt is hard. You gotta do that. You get your card pulled from somebody, an unseen force, and of course, you got to get through your life. You gotta get up, stand up, do your thing. And if you don't do it, yo, sometime along the line, they're gonna crown you the king. Well, you can act like a king and still get paid. You might not ever be getting paid. But if you do, at some yo point, you're gonna have to do your thing. Your head anoints with oil. You fell down in the soil, got burnt like a motherfucker from a pot that boils, thrown in your face. Yo, she threw the hot grits, and you was burned like a motherfucker. Yeah, and it made you feel like you would never feel better. You was heating up like you was boiling the egg, and that shit got cracked. You ain't know how to act. You was hurt like a bitch, right and exact. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious April 16th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box, my girl Sabrine Williams. Happy birthday to you. And also my girl go getter Brandy Basson. Yeah, turning 40 years old today, hitting it up with the milestone. And my girl Queen Rasheen Charnette. Happy birthday to you. And Patricia Moss turning 63 years old today. And Jaylene Pierre Louis turning 28 years old today, and Hakeem Hamilton also turning 28 years old today, and Latara Edwards. Happy birthday to you, and Lachelle McGee, and she's raising money for the American Kidney Fund. And let me see. And also, Stacy Reeves, happy birthday to you. And my girl, go getter Keisha Sunshine Stovall Beatty, happy birthday. And Jeanette Oliveira, happy birthday to you. And my man, going all the way back to the 1985, Daryl Lackey. And last but not least, my girl, Sherelle Flagg. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all a good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious April 16th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, ah, ah. Injury. How long does it take for you to recover from injury? It's going to take as long as it's going to take, and you'll know that you're not injured anymore when it stops hurting, when you stop having to pay attention to it, and it probably won't stop hurting or being injured until you stop paying attention to it, when you stop looking at it, when you stop checking to see if it's better, when you stop monitoring it day by day by day by day. Things take time, and sometimes time is not the thing that we respect or that we really pay homage to. But one thing about injury and one thing about time, it will make you bend to it before it bends to you. It will never do what you want it to do. It'll do what it's supposed to do. It's like nature. Like you can try to change nature, but nature will always show you what natural is supposed to look like, taste like, feel like, and act like. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night, 1 a.m. with another daily Go Getimism show. So I want to thank y'all for coming through. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I want to thank all of y'all for coming through. I really appreciate you, from the trolls to the one who rolled with me so hard. Yo, I appreciate you, God. All right. So I want y'all to have a good night. And for the next day, make sure y'all have a good one. And hopefully I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace, y'all. All right.